Ta-da! Ah, sorry about that. It was taking me a little bit. We haven't done lives in a while. We haven't done a live for a long time. And so I'm still getting used to it, still wondering how to do what I need to do with it. But it's great to have you with us today. Well, as you can see, I am sunless in Seattle. Oh, that's where it's from, but sunless in Wisconsin. Anyway, this is Dad from ZacknDad, and it is great to have you on another live of ZacknDad. So it is great to have you. Again, we haven't done this in a while, so I am excited about it. I'll explain why Zach's not here. He's grounded. No, he's not. Let me see here though, because I need to figure out who's talking and who's not, and who's here. So let me see, let me get here. Hopefully some of you are on. All right. Hey Matt, can you hear me? I just want to make sure. Again, I'm here by myself, and again, I'm just using a phone here, so I can't even tell if people can hear me or not. So let me know if you can hear me there, Matt. Great to have you, by the way. And again, we have to let YouTube do its thing. I know, loud and clear. Oh, okay, I thought that said Lord and clear. I'm like, well, thank you, Matt. I do appreciate that, but I can't take credit. You know, he does a good job on his own. I don't need that responsibility. But loud, I'll take. Loud, I'll take. I am. That is the one thing that I truly am, is loud. When I go places, I really don't need a microphone because I'm pretty loud. I don't need an external mic because I am pretty loud. So I am warm too. But I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear. Anyway, we'll let YouTube do its thing a little bit here, Matt, and kind of see what happens here. And I know that others, I'm sure, are going to join. I know others said they were going to join. Plus, I know since I haven't been live for a long time, maybe it's going to take a while for people to get on the YouTubes and to see what's going on. And plus, since Big John isn't doing his live, you know, there's probably no reason for a lot of people to be on YouTube. You know, that's kind of what it is. When Big Jen's not doing his live, then, you know, why should we even go on? So I understand. We're just ZacknDad here. Whammer Jammer, great. It's good to see Whammer Jammer. All right, the weakest link. You are not the weakest link here today, but it is so great that we're starting to get people here. Hey, if you can do me a favor, I know it's just a few of you. It does say 6 people are watching. So that's great. So there probably is more people watching. But if you're watching and you haven't chimed in yet, just say hi. That would be great. You don't need to comment huge on this. If you can like the live as well, I think that helps to get it out. If you can also share it, share it on your social medias. Kind of get people to kind of join in, whether it be Facebooks or Instagrams or Twitters or on the YouTube as well. Kind of get that out there. I'm sure people forgot. Plus, I didn't get. I know that some people do this thing where it's like a 30-minute before live, they put out that little promo where it says 30 minutes we're coming live. I didn't do that. I just hit live and we went. Let's see here. Again, weakest link, great. Yes, Matt. John, you know what I love about lives is that it's one thing when I can just talk to you and having it recorded. I really don't feel personal on that. It just feels really I'm just on the other side of a camera. This makes it where I really get to meet you guys, get to know what you're all about. It just feels like more of this is like a fireside chat kind of a thing. And that's what I want. I want this to be kind of like that. And moderators, do your thing. Again, I'm hopefully not expecting any trolls or anything bad to happen. But if you see it happen, because I'm not always going to look at my comments here, you take care, and I know you'll do a good job. But anyway, John, great to see you. John Conway, so glad he's one of our biggest supporters, always there every week, saying hi. Janice, Janice, thanks for being here. I know you're busy. Janice is one of the hardest working YouTubers out there. I am serious. I am tired. I am tired seeing how many videos she puts out, but in a good way. Because she is literally just hammering them, bam, 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 and I am so proud of her. She does a lot of her lives, or not lives. She does a lot of them like out and abouts. You know, I don't think I've ever seen her at home. But she is over at the county fair. She is at Knott's Berry Farm, which Janice, I just heard confirmed to me, but I just saw in the national news that there was this big outbreak, some violence at Knott's Berry Farm. And I hope you weren't involved in that or near that, but I heard some kind of brawl at Knott's Berry Farm. So, that was too bad. But she works hard. She's awesome. I can't keep up with all the videos. She's always out and about. You know, also too, she's a good millionaire. She's got all this money to do reviews and she does a great job. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, Isaac, it's great. I'm glad you're here. You know, Jeannie, is that how you say it? Ugh, I'm horrible with names. It's so easy when I don't have to pronounce them. It's so easy when I don't have to pronounce them when I'm doing comments, but when I'm saying it live, I think it's Jeannie. Anyway, she's a supporter. Thanks for the great challenges and reviews. We love the dad's shorts. Oh, good. I'm glad you are. And I'll just pause there. First of all, I'm looking at this being about an hour or so we'll see what happens. But shorts, if you have not taken advantage of it, not only do I do the videos with my son or myself at least twice a week, but then we also do things called short, or at least I do. I do shorts, and I call them dad's shorts. I'm actually wearing shorts today. Dad's shorts, where what I do for those, and I'll explain, that's what this is all about, just kind of explain what we do. When Zach and I are together, we mostly do the bigger things, like the challenges, you know, challenges or maybe bigger box items, stuff like that. You know, things that we feel are more that people really want to see, more that people really want to tune into and watch. You know, the challenges, the food reviews, the fast food reviews, things that people really want to watch. We've noticed through the years that a lot of people don't really watch a lot of the grocery items. Oreos, you know, the Oreos, the Kit Kats, the Doritos. We don't get as much play on those. Not as much as we do the fast food stuff or the challenges, of course. You guys would much rather Zach and I suffer. What did we just do? Oh, yeah. You much rather, I even have it right here, if you can see that. You'd much rather have us suffer with Elijah's extreme regret. You'd rather us suffer with this, doing a challenge. Let me know if you're liking those challenges too. But the thing is, you'd much rather have us suffer this than me say, oh, here's a Dorito bag. Let's try Doritos. Oh, this is good. Thanks for watching. So what I do is I take those grocery items, or those items that I feel are going to be less big on the YouTubes, and I do quick shorts, 1-minute things. Because why should I spend all the time editing when I feel it's not going to be a huge item anyway? So I take those grocery items, which are mostly grocery items, and I do shorts with them. And those have been actually turning out pretty well. The Cheetos, I think it was the Sweet Carolina Reaper Cheetos that I did about a month ago. That went kind of like a mini viral, and it's still really growing, and it's incredible. And so they're quick, they're easy. I can do grocery items with that. So here's the thing that I don't like though. In YouTube, if you're watching, you don't get notifications on shorts. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't think and I know there's people commenting here, and I'll get to that. But the thing is that I don't think you guys are getting notifications on your shorts. Let me know. I really wish people did. I wish our own subscribers, at least, would get notifications that there's a short, because you probably, you're busy. You are busy, and so you probably maybe only have time to watch a short, but you never know we have one unless you would actually go to my page or go to our page and look under shorts. So YouTube, if you're watching, could we please have notifications on the shorts as well? All right, let me first explain before I get to this why Zach. Now I think we have 13 here, and that's great. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. 13. Unlucky 13. Anyway, at least it's not Friday, right? But the thing is that Zach is not here, so I am sonless in Wisconsin, because just a various few things. Now my son has a job. My son has his first job, and I'm very, very proud of him on that. So he is getting very busy, and I knew that was going to happen. If you go back to when our videos first started, Um, 2018, I think is when we started. So 18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 4 years now. We've been doing this for 4 years. When we started, we were a we were a little YouTube channel, and my son's voice was really high. That was before braces. That was when his voice was really high, and now, forwarded 4 years. He's now 16 years old. His voice is much lower. He's got braces. His teeth are looking good. He's going to be a junior in high school, and he has his own job now. So, and he's going to be getting his license soon. So, I knew reality was going to hit, and Zach will be here when he can, but with work and stuff, he can't always make it. And so he just started his new job, so he's training this week, so he's gone and has to train and all that. So I know reality was going to hit that. I mean, we're still called ZacknDad for now. I mean, he still has his junior year and senior year, but I know eventually this ZacknDad will just be Dad. And at that point, I will figure out what we'll do. I don't want to quit, but it probably cannot be ZacknDad. So I'll have to think of a new kind of jazzy kind of a name for my channel. So we will see about that. So Zach will be here when he can. He loves you guys. He loves doing these things. But reality is hitting that he's getting older, and I knew this was going to happen. So I'm proud of him. I'm not disappointed. I am proud of him, and I hope you're proud of him as well. And I thank you for the encouragement. All right, I am way behind. I am way, way, way behind. Let me go back to the beginning here. Okay, so okay, so Genie, Rammer Jammer, man, I like my dad's shoes, but can't do the jorts, or did you mean shorts? Whatever you meant. Weakest Link, you're awesome. You're awesome. Big John TV, he is my inspiration. Big John, this is what I do to Big John. If he was here, that would be sweet. If he was in here, I've done a live collab with Who's Your Daddy? Great guy, great friend. I would also love to do a live collab with one of my good friends and family, Big John TV. Love the family. Been with them, I can say friends for years. Big John, or John, and then Jess and Jamie and Maddie. Now when I think about it, I feel sorry for Maddie. Because you have John, you have Jess, you have Jamie, and then you have Mandy with an M. So it's kind of weird how that, I don't know if you were trying for the J's and then you thought, let's just go an M for Maddie. I'm not sure, but Maddie, we do love you. You're awesome. But Big John, I'm not worthy. I am not worthy. I am definitely not worthy. I take my cues from him. I love what he does. I've stolen some of his ideas because they're awesome. And that's what you do. If you like something, don't reinvent the wheel. Just go for it. I've taken ideas from a lot of places. This is live, so I'm supposed to communicate, not just keep talking. I am a talker. I am such a talker. That is the one thing that you see. I don't let Zach talk as much as he should because I just talk. That is my problem. I'm so sorry. So Big John was here. Big John, again, you're awesome. I am not worthy to be even though it's my live, I'm not even worthy to be here in your live. Excellent. And all right. Tiff is here. Tiff, awesome. Thank you so much. It is so good for Tiff to be here. Tiff, we love you. You're awesome. Hopefully you're a little cooler today. Unfortunately, Tiff had some issues with some storms that kind of went through her area, and some unfortunate lightning hit very close and ruined a lot of things in the home. So she didn't even know she was going to be live. So this is a lot. Is your air conditioning back on, Tiff? I'd like to know that. Adam. Wow, he's a good friend of mine. Adam is a great friend of mine. He is on vacation right now in Florida. You know what, Adam? This is what I'm thinking. You're probably with the family. You have the beach. He's a good friend of mine, and a good friend for years, and him and his family are vacationing. So I'm sure, Adam, the beach, it's lovely. The weather is lovely, and it's awesome. And the kids are all ready to go swimming or to go to Disney World, and they're all rocking it out. And you're like, you know what? Why don't you go? Why don't you go ahead of me? I know that's all beautiful, but you know what? I got to be here for my friend. There's a live going on, and I know that this great Florida is awesome. I know it's great, and it's wonderful, but there's a live I got to go to. Is that right? Anyway, thanks for being here, Adam. I really do appreciate it. The one weird thing about using your laptop for comments is that you see yourself about 5 to 10 seconds behind, so that's really weird. Yes, please. By the way, like Janice, go to her again. Go to her YouTube channel. Big John, go to his YouTube channel. Love on them. Subscribe if you haven't. Send them some love. Tell them ZacknDad sent you. You'll get a discount on the next video. It's just gonna be great. Kurt, hello. Kurt's another awesome subscriber, so I really do appreciate that. If you're on here and if you haven't liked the video yet or subscribed, please do. We are rocking and rolling here. We've been seeing some good motivation, some energy on our channel, and I think we're getting a lot of what happened before the pandemic. I think we're getting back to where we were before. Oh, you'd like to see more ice bucket challenges? No. That was so cold. That was so cold. I actually was looking forward to it because it was like here in Wisconsin, it's been really hot. Like today, it's going to be like in the mid 90s. So it's really been hot up here lately. We're going to get some storms here this afternoon. So a couple weeks ago when I did this ice bucket challenge, and if you haven't seen that, you need to go back. I think it's 2 or 3 or 4 videos ago where we did the ice bucket challenge. I kind of was like, you know what? If it's going to be a hot day, it's going to be Hawaiian Punch. I love Hawaiian Punch. It's going to be a nice taste. It's going to smell good. And it's going to feel refreshing on me. So we did pick a hot day. It was really warm out. But then when Zach was dumping it, you just froze. I mean, it literally shocked you. I don't know if I felt that. It's just a complete shock to the system where it's kind of like, and wow, it is. Wow, I just had to stand up because I couldn't breathe. It almost was so a shock to the system. I couldn't barely even breathe. So I had, just stop. And I felt like he was just slow. It felt like Zach was just going very, 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 very slow. Like he was just taking his time. And so I had to get up and I got to get out of here. I need to catch my breath. And then it was so funny. There's Zach. Sit down. We're doing this for, you got to watch it because Zach was in rare form. Sit down. Do you care about the Warriors? You sit down. We're doing this for the Warriors. I mean, that was totally Zach. Okay. All right. There's Big John. Hi, all. You saw can you see the Pringles? Oh, yeah. You can see the Pringles. I'm like, man, I tried to move it to the side so no one would see it, but it is there. One of the things I like to do is I just don't want to chat, which I could spend a couple hours on chatting. I better put this. Anyway, if you haven't seen this one, this was our latest challenge. This was Elijah's Extreme Regret. This was very regrettable. This was hot. Matter of fact, again, and I'm going to give kudos to Heat 101. I watch them a lot. Go to Heat 101. I give them props and loves. Tell them ZacknDad sent you. I would love to see that. But that was one of the first channels, along with Chase the Heat with Johnny Scoville. Those were the two that really inspired us to do what we did. A little bit of Good Mythical Morning. So what we did when we first started the channel is we took Good Mythical Morning. We really liked it. We loved how funny they were. We loved the variety that they did. And the ones that really attracted us to watch had to do with food. Not reviewing foods, but doing weird things with foods or hot things. And I'm like, you know what? There's just two guys up there just kind of having fun and doing their own thing for 15 minutes. We can do that. So that really inspired us. And then we watched Johnny Scoville, and then we watched Tito One, and we're like, wow, all they're doing is just reviewing hot stuff. That is kind of cool. That's really what got Zach going, because Zach loves the hot stuff. So that's kind of what got us going. And then so we love Johnny Scoville, and we love Dark and Bella at Heat 101. And with Dark and Bella at Heat 101, that's what got our inspiration with this, because some of their early shows, and they still do this, they have things in the background of things they reviewed or things that they have gotten. And I'm like, I love that so much. I want to do that as well. So these are our shelves of fame. And these aren't even all. I have a lot of items that I can't even put on the shelves down here. We have reviewed so many items that, anyway, so all of these we reviewed, but there's even more that I can't put on here. So I rotate. So sometimes if we rotate, like let's say I do another Pepsi, well, I'll take an old Pepsi down, put it over there, and put the new Pepsi up. So anyway, this was from our shelves of fame. So I have a whole, actually what I'll do quick is let me show you in all of its glory. You really don't get to see this because we're always in the way. Our big heads are always in the way of our shelves of fame. So here's our shelves of fame in all of its glory. As you can see on the top shelf, we have Pringles. So we have the Pringles and all that with a banner, of course, up on top. Then on the left or to the right are some of the box things that we've done. It just so that we have that, and then on the first shelf again, sodas from Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Coke, a lot of, as my son would always say, Letzer, or what is it? Lester's. There we go. Lester's Fixins. Lester's Fixins. So we got Lester's Fixins there, which are the weird ones like sweet corn and bacon soda, pumpkin pie soda, stuff like that. Then we have down on the second shelf, we have Mountain Dew, energy drinks. Then in the middle is how we started with hot sauce. And then on the other side are some miscellaneous stuff that, some more hot stuff, some stuff I got from Knott's Berry Farm, from Janice, from Who's Your Daddy, in various things. And so that is always cool, and that's always awesome. But again, this is just a little bit of the glimpse. You can see some challenges up on top with the noodles and some of the other things that we've done. Those, I'm going to be honest, those are the ones that bring in, again, when you suffer for the channel, when you suffer for the people, those are the ones that get you the most, most views. So even though you guys tell me, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Well, it's because you guys watch it. If you guys wouldn't watch them, see, it's really your fault. It really comes to be your fault of why we do the hot stuff, because if you weren't watching and we wouldn't do it. So if you're wondering why we keep doing it and suffer, it's because it's your fault. Okay. My kids make fun of my shorts. Yeah, I can see that, Adam. Matter of fact, I would. I do too. Yeah, we are talking about a different kind of shorts. I don't get notifications. Oh, these are about the shorts. I don't get the notifications, but they do pop up on the feed. Yes, but still, I mean, yeah, you'd have to really look at your feed to get them. Congrats to Zach. He did do a great job. Mark, great to see you, Mark. I am so glad you're here. It's great to see you doing a live vlog now. Hello, Big John, of course. Leona, boy, I could stop and talk about awesome things about all these people. Leona was one, I think it was Helen first. Helen was first, but I think Leona was a short second of getting snacks from the UK. I love those snacks from the UK. I love snacks from around the world because it's like I get to travel around the world without leaving the studio. I miss doing those. I miss doing UK reviews. And I know with COVID, it's made things so much more expensive. And plus, UK, just a quick shout out. I'm glad you made it through your heat wave. I heard it was incredible. It's in the 90s. I don't know how you do it in the hundreds. And a lot of you don't have air conditioning. That's incredible. Wow. I'm sure I know fires happened. I watch Sky News quite a bit. So I know exactly what's kind of going on with your prime minister, resigning, and all the heat wave and the fires that were going on. And so I pretty much know a lot of what's going on in the UK through Sky News. I watch Sky News, not so much BBC News. I don't know why. I guess I just like Sky News a little better. But anyway, Leona, I got to stay on track. Leona was one of my first. So it was Helen first, then Leona sent us a bunch of UK snacks. And you can check those. Those are quite a while ago, but you can check those if you go into our international playlist. We have an international playlist. Go there. Leona sent us some awesome stuff. And that is a reminder, we do have a P.O. box. It's in the description. That wherever you are in your neck of the woods, if you want to send us snacks from where you're at, just send a P.O. box. Or if you want to send us a challenge, but again, we are not chili heads, so you gotta really be, if it's way too hot, we're just not gonna do it. Like the bomb or plutonium, we're just not gonna do it. But if you have something like a hot sauce kind of that would be a challenge to us, you want to send it, we would love to try that. So Leona is awesome. She's great. And thank you for all of you who have sent us stuff through the years, through gifts gifts and reviews. We really, really appreciate that. All right, Mark, it's awesome. Leona, yeah. Oh man, there it is. Zach is doing okay. If you just got in here, Leona, Zach is doing okay. Zach is growing. His voice is lowering. He's getting older. He's 16 now, almost got his driver's license. He's got a job now. He's going to be a junior in high school. He's just really busy. And it's already hard enough for us to even find time to do recorded videos. Doing live was impossible. So I said, I'm just going to do it. So if you were here for Zach, I am so sorry. You can just leave now. I am so sorry. That is probably why you're here. I would be here for Zach, not so much for me. So if you are here for Zach, I am so sorry. Anyway, but he is doing good. I'm trying to get my 16-year-old son to work, but he starts college in September, and him good to get out there and earn his. Wow, 16 and going to college? Is he a prodigy? Wow, that is incredible. Wow, how maybe in the UK that happens, but how is he 16 years old and going to college? That's great. Um, yes, I am the lonely daddy here. Oh yes, I love that Whammer Jammer. Oh, I even asked my son, and I think many of you know his name is Nate, but everyone knows him as Felipe. That's a whole story in itself. I could do another whole live with. But anyway, my son, and he's my oldest son. He's 18 years old. He's my oldest son, and he's going to be heading to college as well. Anyway, when we kind of were doing our challenges, and I needed a third person to kind of help give us stuff when we were blindfolded, we called him Felipe, and because he didn't want his real name known, so we would call him Felipe. And so, he's 18 years old. I've asked him to be on our shows so many times. He says, no. I've already asked. No. Matter of fact, I have an older daughter who's in college, and I have a wife, and none of them. Zach is the only one. He's the one who actually wanted to start this. He's the only one who will be on the show. Otherwise, everyone else is like, nope, not in front of the camera. No way, not in front of the camera. So unfortunately, you'll never see my wife. You'll never see my daughter, and you'll never see Felipe. Boy, I keep saying it wrong. Felipe. You will never see them, unfortunately. But that would be great. Felipe and Dad. Whatever. I am so glad all of you guys are here. This is awesome. Oh yes, thanks. It's good to be home, and thank goodness my air is fixed. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It was luckily a relatively easy fix. Yes, it probably it was probably just the same as when I call the computer. When I call that computer place to get it fixed. What do they usually always say? Well, did you turn it on? I'm like, really? Yeah, I did. So probably it just turned off and you just needed to switch it back on. Joshua, great to have you here today. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Good. I'm glad. Good. Hey, have a great day. It says, Big John says, glad we caught you for a bit, but we are heading out for the day now. Yeah, they probably noticed Zach wasn't here. Yeah, that's right. I totally agree. But anyway, Big John, have a great day. Love you guys. Say hi to the fam. I really would appreciate that. Again, we are not worthy to be in your sandals, but it is great to have you here today. Okay, sir, down in your. Do I have an accent? See, the thing is that many of you think I have an accent when it's really you that have an accent. Everyone gets their accents from me. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know. I have a matter of fact, no matter where I go, I could even go other places in Wisconsin, and they know exactly where I'm from. I have a real strong regional accent, and I know it. Matter of fact, I don't really even have to, again, I could literally leave probably out of, Illinois, Michigan, or Minnesota, and they're like, you're from Wisconsin, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. Okay. Now, hey, here's another question I have. Mary, good to see you down here, Mary, but I don't think that is your real name. I know you've had, I think, a couple of other, unless Mary is your real name, and that could be awesome. But I don't want to call you Mary if your name is not Mary. But hello there, Mary. I know you're a big supporter of us as well. Let's have a bubbly and Pringles. Oh, yeah, you saw this too. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I want to try to catch up here. You know what? Let's do this, and then that'll remind me. I'll do that as soon as I catch up. I have my eye on the C's candy box. Yes, that was great. That was really, really good. If you've had C's candy, let me know. But that was really good. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see that up there. I'm trying to think. Actually, you can also see. You can actually see, and people think that too. They're like, "Wow, your studio is not as big as it looks," and that is true. As you can see on both sides, where the actual fake wall comes off, and where you can really see the room. It's because I am using, for the lives, you have to use I just use a regular camera for the videos, but you got to use something that connects to the internet for your live. So I'm actually using Zach's Apple phone right now, and it works really well. You can probably see me really well and hear me really well, but it has I'm just using what it shows, and so it's pretty wide, so it does show the end there, but it is pretty good. Oh yeah, 38 Celsius. 38? That's not bad. Doesn't water freeze at 32? That's Fahrenheit. 38 Celsius is pretty hot. Here in my area on the hottest day and no air can, oh dear gosh. It was hell on earth, and I'm glad it was only lasted 2 days. London at 43. I think the reason why London got hit so hard is because it was urban. The more urban you are, you're going to get that urban heat. And it just because you're so close, there's no way wind can go. And you have the sun reflecting off the buildings and everything. So that doesn't shock me that London would hit that high. That's so incredibly hot. Yeah, he is okay, Leona. Thanks for asking. Okay. Oh, Shannon. Thanks for coming. I really do. I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Shannon, for asking. A Scottish accent that I am from, well, I'm not, but my heritage, my grandmother came from, well, she's passed away now, but my grandmother, when she was younger, she came from Edinburgh. My grandfather, who would be her husband, so my grandmother's husband, my grandfather, his family came from Norway. So I have a lot of that Scandinavian kind of blood in me. I don't know about 43 Celsius blood, but it does have some of me. That's where you can't tell now, it's almost all gray, but I used to have red hair. And I definitely got that from the Scandinavian side. That's probably where the freckles came from too, all that stuff. But yes, you can always, you can always tell, what is the joke? And we've said it, you can always tell a Norwegian, but you can never tell him much. Anyway, I'm sure many of you have heard that as well. Let's see. Oh, okay. Tiff is talking to Leona there. Okay, great, excellent, awesome. I think I am all caught up. So okay. So anyway, I'm not really going to review this. This is pretty basic here, or pretty popular here in the United States, but it's bubbly. Boy, I keep wanting to look at the live, and it's like 10 seconds behind, so it's always weird to see this. But it's Bubbly Bounce. Now, bubbly is sparkling water. There's so many different sparkling waters out there. Remember, LaCroix kind of started it, but now they have so many different ones out there. Anyway, this one, so there's another one. This one's called Bubbly, and it is sparkling water. But this one's called Bubbly Bounce. It's supposed to give you a little bounce in your step. It is caffeinated. But there is no calories, no sweeteners, but all smiles. And this one is triple berry, and it is pretty good. I tried to not like have soda all day or coffee all day. I did not know this had caffeine when I got it, but it does. It's not real, and I didn't refrigerate it either, so it's not that cold, but it is pretty good. Let me know if you like your sparkling waters as well. Again, I'm trying not to be so addicted to all the sodas and all that stuff. So I'm trying to, when you watch our reviews, you probably think we eat horrible all the time. That is not true. A lot of times, really tell you the truth, the times we really eat the worst is in front of you. Again, that's your fault. I'm going to blame you. I'm blaming you for our eating habits. But really, the only time not the only time, but the real biggest times where we eat really bad is in front of you. Why? Because those are the ones, again, where people love to watch. The big fast food things, the big things with sugar. I mean, to tell you the truth, I probably could switch and review just healthy foods all the time. But I know there's just not a market for that. I know I would lose, not that you don't like me or my son, it's just that that's not the things you really want to see or watch. So what you like is the fast foods, the quick bites, those things that you see out on the internet. So again, it's your fault. Two things. If we didn't have an audience, then I probably would, be a lot more skinnier and healthier. And I wouldn't be eating a lot of spicy foods. But again, I love you. Even though it's your fault, I love you. Okay, let's do this. But this is really what I wanted to review. Something new to me. It's been out for a while, but it's new to me. It's a limited time only, but it is still out there. I got this at a place called, I couldn't find it here in where I live here in Wisconsin. But I did find this. My parents got it for me at a Meijer, it's like a super Walmart. It's kind of like that out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. So think of it as like another type of a super Walmart. Anyway, They had them there at Meijer, and it's called Mexican, I don't know if you can really see it, Mexican street corn. It's kind of light font or a light darkness there, but it's Mexican street corn. And it says naturally and artificially flavored. Okay, so it looks like, I'm not big into street corn, so I really don't know what street corn is, but it looks like from the picture, it looks like basically it looks like a loaded corn on the cob. That's basically what it looks like. It looks like I can compare it to loaded nachos or a loaded potato. It looks like a loaded corn. So, a limited time only. Then there's some Spanish stuff that I don't know. So let's get into it. As you can see, we have our friendly oh, by the way, thank you, Mom. Love you, Mom. She's the one who got this for me. I really appreciate that. She gave me 2 of these. So if I don't like this one, the second one will be really interesting. But there is the man of the hour there. And let us open this up. The one thing about these is that a lot of chips are deceptive. You can smell, and it's like, there's really no smell to it. There's like really no smell, I mean, except for and these aren't potato chips. And that's the thing too. Don't ever say Pringles are potato chips. These are crisps, which in the UK, you're used to saying that anyway. All right. So anyway, let me pull out one of these, and it does feel a little thicker than a regular Pringle, and it does look a little more bumpier, I guess you could say, than a regular Pringle. But really, the color looks almost exactly like a regular Pringle. There is some seasoning on there, a little bit, but I don't know if you can even tell from that far away. But I'm really not getting a smell. So anyway, my son's not here. I usually say chip it and dip it, but for today, and since we're doing Pringles, crisp it and dip it. I'm gonna grab another one before I even think what it is, or before I kind of let you know what I think. I like it. It's really good, actually. I don't know where I have it. Maybe I threw it away. I want to compare it to something. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. If you remember, and you can go back in I don't know what playlist this would be in, but this probably was quite a while. I either did this as a short, maybe I even did this as a short. Maybe it's in the shorts playlist. I don't remember what I do now for reviews and what we do for shorts. But anyway, a while ago, I did Pringles limited time only sweet corn. And this one is, so I did, and it almost tastes the same. That's why it kind of reminded me of this. So we have for limited time only Pringles sweet corn, and this one is limited time only Mexican street corn. Let me know what the difference is. Are you out there and you know what's the difference between just regular sweet corn and Mexican sweet corn? Maybe this is just sweet corn, like just plain. Then maybe that's what this is. Just sweet corn. This is just sweet corn. And this is Mexican. Oh, made a mistake. So sorry. This is, oh my goodness. I was going to say I'm losing it, but I think I've already lost it. This is just your basic sweet corn. This is street corn. So this is probably just like your loaded corn. Now, but they do taste quite a bit alike. Now, if I remember correctly, this was much more sweeter. This was more sweeter. I could really, as soon as I bit into it, I'm like, wow, that's corn. I could be blindfolded. I could be twisted about 3 times, not knowing exactly where I even located, but I know that this would be sweet corn. This also had a good corn taste, but not as sweet and not as like pronounced. But I could definitely tell the corn taste was there. But basically all I could taste was the corn. I couldn't really taste, it shows like there's like a lime here and some other sprinkles, some stuff. But it was okay. It was good. I shouldn't say okay, it was really good. If you wanted just a good Pringles that is gonna have a good corn taste to it, you got this. And maybe it does taste, let me try again. I did get a hint of lime on this one because I really was looking for it. So you know what? You do have the corn, but then there is a little bit of the other stuff on there. I really do like this. I would recommend getting it. Again, I don't know exactly where you'll find it. I found it at Meijer, or my mom found it at Meijer. Let me know if you have. Let me know if you've had this. Well, first of all, let me give you a flavor rating. 3, 2, 1, 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. Again, I've had much better Pringles, but I've had much worse as well. So I'd recommend it. Now, have you tried these? Would you try these? And let me know. Just like a video, what are your favorite Pringles that you've ever had? We would really love to know. But anyway, go for it. All right. Let's see how far behind I got here. Again, thanks for being here. What I love about these two, I'm going to be honest. I always love that when people say that. I'm going to be honest with you. Really, to tell you the truth, that's probably offensive, because what that means is everything you've said before was a lie. And now you're going to be honest. That word, like, oh, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope so. I hope so. What does that mean? Everything you've ever said to me has been a lie? But anyway, I really love the banter that's going on with our own subscribers. So it's like, you know what? You don't even need me. Matter of fact, maybe what I'll do in the future is I'll start a live and I just won't even be here. You'll just see the Shells of Fame and you guys can just have a real, and that's why we love social media, so that we can chat live, right? That's why we love social media, so that we can say something and get a response pretty quick. Those instant messaging kind of thing. So maybe what we'll do, and maybe this will be, go viral, is just do lives where all you see is this. And I'll be on, I'll chat with you we'll just chat through the keyboard. We'll just chat on the chat thing out here. Maybe that will be great. You don't even need a live person. Caffeine will make you hyper. I don't know if caffeine, I don't need caffeine to make me hyper. Yes, Tiff, we are, excuse me, we are really praying for you and what you've gone through. Lightning is horrible. Lightning is horrible because you can't predict where it's going to go, and you just don't know where it's going to go. You might hear it, you might see it, but you have no clue where it's going to hit. So it's like you can't really prepare. It's just like, prepare as in you should go inside, but you don't know exactly when it's going to hit, where it's going to hit. I know here in Wisconsin, growing up, I know lightning can devastate farms in the fact that what happens when it rains, what do cows do when it rains? Well, they love to go under trees. And so I'm sure now this was a long time ago, but I'm sure farmers now, maybe when it's lightning or things, they put them in the barn. But back in the day, that when it would rain, cows would instinctively go under a tree. What happens when lightning hits the tree? You got beef, is what you got. And that's going to probably be what's for dinner for a long time. I love humor. I love humor, and I'm very sarcastic. So if I ever say anything that's like, wow, how dare you say that? I probably am just being sarcastic. Because I know a lot of people probably don't know the difference for me, but I am. Good old street corn. I love that Pringles and Oreos. Keep trying new flavors. Now, are we saying the Pringles Oreos? Or are you saying these Pringles and then are we separating them? Or is there a Pringles flavored Oreo? Or an Oreo flavored Pringles? I would love to know that. But I think you're saying, Jeannie, I love the Pringles and the Oreos. Keep trying new flavors. Great. Awesome. Janice, street corn. Okay, there we go. Street corn. Actually, I just lost that. I need to go back. Street corn is usually corn on the cob with butter, mayo, some kind of cheese. Again, I'm horrible at pronouncing stuff. Cottage, cheese, similar to Parmesan. Something that also sometimes they also put tajin on it, which is a chili lime seasoning. Wow, that's a lot of stuff going on there. And where would you get that then, Janice? Would I get those where do they sell them? I mean, I'm assuming then in Mexico, are these kind of all over the place? But like up here in America, where would we see those? Like at a county fair? Because I don't think I've ever seen those before. Are the chips made of cornmeal or potatoes? In Pringles, they're not potato chips. Are the chips made out of corn chips or potatoes? I think it's corn chips. Oh, no. The ingredients are dried potatoes. Interesting. It says here ingredients, dry potatoes is the first ingredient. So I'm not sure why we don't call these potato chips. That is very interesting. This is the first time I've ever looked at the ingredients. And if the first one is, well, I'll call this a potato crisp then. If you don't want to be called a potato chip, I'll call it a potato crisp. But I actually thought then these were made out of something different than potatoes. But dry potatoes, to me, kind of basically say you're a potato chip. Let's see here. Yeah, some more flavor thrown in. There we go. Yeah, and these were. They did have a little more flavor, and I did like them. They're made of pressed potato, which is why in America they call. Oh, okay. Wait. All right. Chips, salt and vinegar Pringles make me more sweet. Salt and vinegar chips. Those are good. I really do, man. I do like those. Those are good. Isn't, to tell the truth and let's be honest, the same? Well, to answer that, IntroChamp. Well, first of all, let me be honest with you. Yeah, you're right. Those are probably all the same. Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Thanks for being on board with us. You're awesome. Thanks, Catherine, for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for being aboard with us. I really love it. You can do premieres where you play. That is true. You're right, IntroChamp. We can do premieres where you play said video, but it's pre-recorded video so that we can chat while it's playing. Yeah, that is true. The only thing is that, and maybe if I do that, then I'm probably going to have to change the time when the video comes out, which is okay. Because a lot of the videos, at least in the Central Standard Zone, I put them out at 7 in the morning. That's usually when I'm just getting up, getting ready to work. So it's probably not going to happen because I'm probably busy at that time or on the weekends or whenever I'm sleeping. So anyway, so I could change the time where I'm up and I could chat with you on that. But that's another good way. I don't know. Now, would that be as good as if I just went live and had it just had just emptiness where we can just chat together? Who knows? All right. Ryan is in the house. Sir Ryan, good to see you, my friend. I am so glad he is here. Ryan is, he gave us, if you can, I forgot what video that was, but if you can go back to fan mail, I remember when he sent us some snacks from his neck of the woods through our P.O. box. And the biggest thing that I remember, what was really creative about him is that he gave us a challenge or a game that we were to do, a challenge before we ate one of the items. And that was awesome. I've never had anyone not only just send us items, but actually send us a challenge to go along with that. Ryan, sent us, wow, this is heavy even though it's empty. He sent us the truff hot sauce, basically a mushroom hot sauce. They were black truffle infused. So kind of like, I think like a mushroom hot sauce. It was good. It wasn't my favorite, I'll admit it. Not a big truff fan, but it was okay. But wow, this is seriously made with some really thick glass. I mean, this is pretty heavy and it's empty. I wonder if I can still smell. Oh dear gosh. I try to clean these when they're done or when they're emptied. I try to really clean them out. Oh my goodness. Wow, that still stinks. Wow. Oh, that's still bad. Woo. Anyway, I'll just leave it out and I'll put it back in there. But Ryan, thank you, Ryan, for sending us that and a bunch of other stuff. Really appreciate it. Okay. Street corn also. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Elote. Is it elote? Or is it elote? I mean, there's the E after the T, so you would think the O would be, so elote. So, elote. I could be elote. It could be, but yeah, okay, so it's also called that. It is on there as well. Street corn is actually sold on food carts on the street and at carnivals, or carnivals, and at fairs. All right. I'm assuming in Mexico it's pretty much all over the place because it's Mexico. I bet in Mexico it's in the streets. I'm assuming it says Mexican street corn. So probably in Mexico it's just on the streets, maybe. Maybe this is found like here in Wisconsin, our corn is usually planted in fields. Maybe in Mexico they're planted more like on the sides of roads. And maybe you just kind of go and you're driving, you roll down the window, and you just grab a corn and just go to town. It's like, oh, hey, Dad, Dad, you're in downtown. Dad, look at that street corn. Isn't that awesome? Oh, son, I love it. Shh, I was gonna almost roll down the window with this. Who rolls down their window with this? I don't think much of anyone rolls down their window with this. Anyway, you roll down the window, you grab some of that street corn, and you're like, this is some good street corn. Or what you do is you take the street corn, and then you go past some salt and lime, and you just dip it in there, and you eat it, and say, son, that's some serious Mexican street corn. All right, what can we look forward to in your reviews going forward? None. We're done. This is it. No, I'm kidding. Actually, there are times, that's a good question. There are times where I know exactly what we're going to do for probably about a month. And then there are times where you have no clue what you're going to do for the week. Anyway, no, I take that back. I do know one because we just videotaped it yesterday. And it was, oh my goodness, I'm having a brain freeze. What did we just do yesterday? I might have to think about it. I can't believe that. We just did it yesterday. It was that's what it was. And it was funny because I just mentioned that we usually do grocery items on our shorts. Well, if it's a more of a popular item that we feel more people will watch, then we do it as a regular one. And this one is a new, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's a new Doritos that's out there. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know if everyone already has it yet because it says it really isn't supposed to be nationwide to August 15th. But or at least here in my town, it was already, a couple weeks ago, it was already on the shelf. So I grabbed one right away, was going to do it as a short, but then I thought, you know what, I don't even know if everyone even has this yet. Maybe this will even be something big, so let's have everyone see it. So it's a new Doritos that just came out. I didn't even know how to pronounce the name. I'm sure you can Google it and find it. But it's a new Doritos that's out there. Barely ever have that flavor here in the United States. So it's kind of a new flavor from the United States. It's big, and the flavor is really well known in Asia, Mexico. Anyway, that's what's coming up this week. Possibly, the other thing that we're going to do, I don't know for sure yet. It's probably going to be a fast food item of some sort, not a challenge. I need to rest my stomach. The thing about challenges too, especially when they're really hot, the worst part isn't the challenge. It's the challenge you get the next day, if you know what I mean. That hurts. It hurts both ways. Anyway, so we're not doing a challenge. If I do a challenge, I usually also have to, and that's the other thing too, is that when I do a challenge, especially when it's a heat challenge, I really have to know that I'm not doing anything the next day. If you're out there and you want to do any of the hot sauce that we do or any of the hot challenges, don't work the next day because your next day will be horrible. If it's really hot, you'll get cramps, and the journey through your system is not good. It really is painful the whole journey. It doesn't stop at the throat. It keeps going. And usually after a good day when everything is kind of exited the system, then you can get some relief. And so we do them and we do suffer probably for a couple days. So I have to make sure at least I'm not doing something the next day because that will not be good. But we're looking at doing a fast food related item. So, but thanks for the question. Let's see, street corn. Oh, I already did that one. What are you looking forward to? Just curious. Do you have any pets? I know that is completely off the subject. No, that's not completely off the subject. And maybe you don't remember this, Tiff, or maybe you do, and we did have and maybe many of you did, because I know we talked about it on our show, is that for 15 years approximately, we had a Scottish Terrier. Cutest dog. I love Scottish Terriers. Love them. They're not too popular here in the States, but they're just an incredible dog. I love Scottish Terriers. I'm not a big dog person, so this dog her name was Ellie. I never grew up with a dog. I never grew up with pets. My father grew up on a farm. So if we were going to have animals or pets, they belong outside. But my wife grew up with pets. She grew up with a lot of dogs, or not a lot of dogs at once, but one would die and they would get another dog. So multiple dogs through her life. Well, some of the dogs that she really liked were Scottish Terriers. As a matter of fact, when I met my wife and we got married, her family had 2 Scottish Terriers. And they both approximately died when we got married. I mean, it was like, I think one died before we got married, and another one died right after we got married. Really, it was like, oh, it was like a beautiful wedding, of course, wonderful wedding, but the family dogs were dying. Well, anyway, our Katie, my wife, said that she loves Scottish Terrier. Just, I got to rethink of the story now. How did this go? Anyway, she loves Scottish Terriers, so she really wanted to know if we could have a dog, especially now with kids. Our three kids were young and they were growing up, and they were young and they were growing up, and so she was like, you know what? We should really get a pet. So we thought about it. We looked at Scottish Terriers. There were some Scottish Terriers not too far from us, so we went down there, looked at them. They were great. We got a little girl Scottish Terrier. Oh, she was so cute. The reason why we really wanted her, I'm going to talk a little bit after noon. But the thing is, what really got us to wanting her is as soon as so when we were at this place with the little baby Scottish Terriers, the Scottish Terriers would come up. But this girl, Ellie, came right up to us and then flopped on her belly. Oh, that sold it. Sold it. She flopped on her belly. She wanted to be petted. And so we picked her up. We pet her belly. We were sold on her. She was awesome. And even almost all the way up until she died, she always liked to flip over and have her belly flipped. Her name was Ellie. She became the family dog. She grew up, I think Zach was one. Zach was only 1 year old when we got her. So she literally, and then I think Nate was 2. And then my oldest was 4, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. So really grew up with the family. And then, yeah, it was a family dog. And she passed away at around 15. She got really sick, so we had to put her down. That was the hardest thing. I never grew up with pets, so I never understood why people would cry when their pets died. Having a pet for 15 years like Ellie, she became part of the family, so much so that when she died, we all bawled our eyes out. It was horrible. It was horrible. So yes, we did have a pet. Will we get a new dog? Possibly. But right now, with the kids being older and running all over the place, it's much harder to kind of maintain a dog. The biggest thing about having a dog is when you leave to go somewhere, what do you do with the dog? So it's just hard, especially with the kids growing older and we're going all over the place. But yeah, we did have a pet. She was great. Loved her. She was huge. Zach loved her. Zach loved Ellie to death. Zach has a lot of pictures on his phone of Ellie. I will, if you remind me, maybe I'll put her up somewhere on a community tab or something like that. So, let's see here. You pronounce the E at the end of so it's not elote. Because to me, when you have the E at the end, then, that O would be, very much pronounced. So to me, it would be elote, but it's elote. So is that right? Elote. Do I say the E at the beginning too? Maybe it's just lote. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. So is it elote? That's what I'm thinking. But thanks there, Janice. Leave it to Janice to have the wisdom. She is here not only as a mod, but to provide the wisdom that we need. Videotaped it. We are all old. That is so true. Catherine, thank you about Ellie. Yes, and that's exactly how we spelled Ellie too. She was a great dog. I didn't know I would cry that much. We all cried. My wife cried. All the kids cried. It was just a really great. It was a great time. I guess how it was just. How do I want to say it? It wasn't really great when she passed, but the way it happened. I mean, the vet did an incredible job. We were all in this room together, and just the way she passed was just very peaceful. It was incredible, just awesome. So it was, we hated to see her go, but we know she went in a very, very, very quiet way, and she's not suffering right now. I know how hard it is to lose a beloved pet. I'm glad you were able to love her for 15 years. Yeah, it was great. She lived a long, really, for Scotties, it's a long life. And we had a great long life with her. They are part of the family, Matt. Very, very much so. Have a great day, Jeannie. We're almost done here. So yes, you pronounced it correct that time. Great, excellent. Elote. So get your street corn going on here. So anyway, I think we're almost here. What does Catherine say? I lost my beloved cat. Ooh, oh my goodness. Sorry, Catherine. She lost her beloved cat last February. the 12th of last year. Sorry about that. It is. They really do. They become your life circles around them, and they literally, matter of fact, I loved Ellie so much I would, as any dad would, I called her by, it's like, it's always funny, my dad, it was just me and my brother growing up. But so many times my dad would call me by my brother's name or call me by my uncle's name. And I swore that when I grew up, I was always going to call my kids by their real name the first time. But no. No, I would call my kids the other, sometimes I call one of my sons, their sister's name and all that. Sometimes if I really didn't know what's going on, I'd call them Ellie. And then sometimes I'd even call Ellie by Zach or Nate, something like that. So yeah, you really do. She was okay. Oh, I see. She lost her blood clot she was 13. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Some cats I know can live pretty long as well. So 13, I mean, I've heard of cats even living past that. So anyway, guys, you know what? I think it is, this was a really good live. It is 1 o'clock here in Central Standard Time. And I kind of wanted to limit this to an hour. And so thank you. So I'm going to start wrapping this thing up. So, again, you're not chatting with me as much as you're chatting with the others. So let's start, we call it the Wisconsin goodbye. And what is the Wisconsin goodbye is that it's not just a goodbye, but it takes around 10 to 15 minutes to really get all your goodbyes out. It's that nice Wisconsin goodbye, like, see you later, spend a little more time here. Hey, why don't you have one more, have another piece of coffee or have another 1 cup of coffee, It always takes a lot longer than to just say goodbye. So let's start our goodbyes now. Our goodbyes are see you laters. And so we're hoping to put up another video on Tuesday, and that will be the Doritos, and then hope to have another one on Friday. And that will be hopefully a fast food thing. Again, I have an idea. It's been out for a while. It's a new sandwich from Burger King. It's been out for a while, but it's new to me, and there's not too many real new things out there. There is a new sandwich. There is a new chicken sandwich from Buffalo Wild Wings. It's basically their same chicken sandwich, but they're putting toppings on it. I guess now you can get a chicken sandwich like normal, but then you can put like barbecue sauce or spicy sauce on it. Basically, you can customize your chicken sandwich. I don't know. We'll see. Or I was going to go to Burger King, and they have a new, I think it's called a Southwest Burger. Many people have already viewed it. I haven't yet. I love a Whopper. I love guacamole. I was thinking let's just do it because it's new to us and thinking and getting it out there. But thanks, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Please subscribe, like on this live. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Share this with your friends, family, enemies, all those out there to get this out in the masses. We really would appreciate it. Thanks. And 2 rescue cats. That's awesome. Awesome. Those are the great place because a lot of people get pets because they love pets. They get it for a while and they're like, I can't take care of it. So thank you for those who take care of rescued pets. That's great. Thank you, Catherine. Thanks, Matt. Tiff, thank you for being here. Yes. Man, I'm sure you're disappointed. No, but this is awesome. I love it. I think there were more trolls during the pandemic. I really do believe that, and someone can confirm that, but I really believe there were more trolls during the pandemic because no one was going anywhere. So no one was going anywhere, and so everyone was staying at home, and you get the cabin fever, and you're just like, you're having a lot of unrest. What am I going to do? I want to get out of here. And so there were just a lot more people probably doing things they shouldn't be doing on YouTube. Well, now, people are out, they're doing things now, and so the people that you're going to have watch your live are those that you're going to want to be there. Also, too, I'll be honest, time just kind of passes there, and some people, excuse me, wow. No, maybe I'm allergic to corn. I didn't know this, but I was going to say a lot of the people that have trolled me in the past, I've just basically barred from lives and from comments. So to tell you the truth, from years of people being stupid, I barred them from even kind of being on the channel. So I think that's helped as well. Plus, to tell you the truth, we have great mods, incredible mods. And when someone comes on our channel and they see 4 or 5 mods on here, they're like, well, what's the use? I'm not even going to be on here. So mods not only help, man, think of it as this. So mods not only help when trolls come, but mods are also that, and that's why you're in blue, is so that when someone comes and wants to make a little bit of a mess, when they see a lot of mods on there, they're like, you know what? I can try to be bad, but it's probably going to be taken down before anyone sees it. So why even try? So you are a big deterrent to people. So think of it, don't be disappointed, but think of it as that wall of defense between them and myself, and I thank you for that. Thank you for coming. Yeah, we missed. I will let Zach know that he was missed and that he and that he is loved. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe it's still. I wonder if it's still from when I sniffed the trough. Sniffing the trough. You gotta be careful when you're sniffing the trough. Maybe that was what happened when I sniffed the trough and it's still in there. Smash that like button. You're right, Matt. It's awesome. It's free. It's free and it's pain-free. Yes, you don't even have to go through a challenge on that. So anyway, thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. Thanks for being with us today. If you missed out, again, I probably will have this in a... Boy, I'm going to sneeze again. This will probably be out for replay. So if you missed it the first time, you can always replay it and comment and all that fun stuff. Just think of this as one big, long review. So thanks, guys, for being with us today. I really do appreciate this. And again, as my son and I would always say, and again, we'll see you in the future. I'm probably going to do, I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do a live again, but probably sometime in August again. So I'm looking forward to that. But we do thank you for being with us today. We really do appreciate that. We do know there's 1,000 other channels, again, just like us, that you can watch that do great stuff like Big John TV and Janice and all those that, wow, they're doing awesome things. But thanks for spending the last hour with us, or with me. I really do appreciate that. And as we always end, we will see you. We will see you on the... Say it with me now. We'll see you on the flippity flop. Love you guys. Take care. God bless. And we will see you on the next video. Thanks again for being with us, guys. Love you. And I'm going to try to see where I should stop this. But I think I have to go on the phone. All right. See ya. Love you guys. Take care. Bye now. Actually, I guess I'll exit like we always do our videos this way.